What's up guys, welcome back to MOC Studios. In this video, I'll be finishing my tutorial series with part 3, terrain. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I need to tell you is there's two things you need to know before you start building. Because there are two different ways to start building, good and bad. I'm kidding. Okay, so actually, the two ways to build are very smooth with like a ton of tiles, and then very rugged with freeform and all kinds of different slopes and stuff like that, and super study, you know? So sometimes you can make that look good, but then I don't like the study as much. So my best advice for you is if you're not doing like a city or anything, then mix the two. So do studs and slopes alongside tiles. That's what I did with this MOC right here. This looks, I'm so happy with this thing, but you can see that I used a lot of bricks and everything, and then I used some rock work to really draw out a lot of texture. And then you can see at the bottom is completely tiled. The slopes are so smooth, and there's only like a few studs showing. And this is an example of using just one of those techniques with the smooth city looking structures. You can see I used so many different tiles on this, a lot from the new Pab haul, and I absolutely love how this little MOC turned out. Always want to have something on the top, you know? So like with this MOC, you can see I've got the big archway is the middle of everything, but then I also have height with the rock work and all of that kind of stuff. So you really want to have a good level, because if you just have a flat MOC, it's going to be uninteresting and kind of boring unless it's got a ton of figures on it, which I don't recommend doing that, because then it's less of a custom MOC because you can't even see the MOC itself. I know you probably are thinking, wait, you just completely missed like all the freeform and all the rock work and all that kind of stuff. That's because I cannot tell you that, you know? So every builder has a different way of doing rock work. For me, I just figured out how I'm like the best at it, but I was mocking other people and it was turning out sloppy. So I would definitely play around and find how you can build rock work. Sometimes it's with a ton of little pieces, sometimes it's with really big pieces, and it looks good if you actually build it how you want to build it, not how you see someone else building it. So play around with that. I can't really add any, like give you any advice except use cheese slopes and quarter tiles and snot bricks. That's pretty much all I can give you. Those are what I like to use a lot, and just slopes and all that, but that's just base. I can't give you a full overall how to build a freeform or your rock work. Concentrate and just try to figure that kind of thing out, play around with it a little bit, and you'll probably figure it out. If not, just I would stick to, if you really enjoy doing cities and all that kind of stuff, I would stick to using the first method, which is just tiles everything up. And this, I am not good at doing the like tiled way, and I am so surprised with how good this MOC turned out. So if you guys want to see a video on this thing, put it in the comments and I will make a video for you guys. For trees, I'm not really going to go in depth in that. I mean, add trees depending on what you're building, but I already did a video on different tree techniques, and that's really for you to decide. I can't tell you how to build your MOC. I can just give you pointers. If you like them, take them. If you don't, leave them, you know? But I definitely recommend getting a bunch of littler pieces, building stuff, and making it not connected. So this is something that I've learned with rock work, at least, is it'll look better if it's not actually connected. So like chunks just laid on top of each other at different angles and everything like that, it just looks better. So I definitely would recommend not connecting everything straight up and down, because if you do that, it will just, you know, it just throws off your point of perspective, and it looks bland. It's not as natural looking. I want to tell you about a really, really helpful piece. It's this red little square. Well, it's kind of like rectangle, but it's usually below YouTube videos, and it's called the subscribe button. So if you haven't hit it already, you better hit it. It'll make your MOCs better. That's all for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.